season is going to show us a lot about who players are, who guys are as players. And there's head coaches, there's skill position guys, and there's a lot of guys that I don't want to call it a hot seat, but I want to say are not playing up to par or up to expectations, whether it be because of your draft position whenever you got drafted, or just as of late, teams have invested in you and had expectations for you, and you failed to exceed them, right? Regardless of what your situation is, I want to name 5 players with the most to prove, in my opinion, coming into this season. No specific order. It doesn't matter because I feel like all of these guys got something to prove. 1, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is a big old candy bar. It's got no nutritional value, but it tastes good. It looks good in the wrapper. When you take it out of the wrapper, when you enjoying the candy bar, you love to enjoy the candy bar. But at the end of the day, when it's gone, what did it do for you? Absolutely nothing health-wise. That's been Joe Burrow over the course of the last 3 seasons. Missed the playoffs 3 consecutive seasons. That's unacceptable for a quarterback of his caliber. Everybody likes to talk about Jalen Hurts and all of these other guys. Let's talk about these playoffs or lack thereof in Joe Burrow's situation. I'm not saying Burrow's on a hot seat. He ain't going nowhere. But to me, in my opinion, if we want to keep ranking Joe Burrow as a top 3, top 4 quarterback, I need to see this guy at bare minimum be good enough to take your team to the playoffs. Because you might have led the league in attempts, completions, yards, and touchdowns last year. You didn't lead the league in getting to the playoffs. I would rather you throw for 1,000 less yards and 10 less touchdowns and your team makes the playoffs than you giving us all these empty calories. It's just as simple as that, Joe Burrow. Tom Brady said it best. Yeah, you coming out here throwing 40 touchdowns, doing whatever you want to do, but what are you doing to make sure your teammates are elevated to the next level, to the maximum potential? That's a leadership quality that not everybody possesses, and I need to see it from Joe Burrow. And I love Joe Burrow, but I need to see it. Number 2, Tua Tagovailoa. Now, it's been very unfortunate for Tua over the last few seasons with injuries. I feel like Tua can play, right? And he's been slighted in a way, but who am I to dictate why, when, or where? Just make it happen. Tua, you were hurt. Your health is a factor. You try to act like it's not, but it really is. We see what's going on out here. So I need you to prove that you can stay healthy, get the ball to Tyreek Hill and Waddle, let Achane do the running and receiving out of the backfield, and get your team some victories. The best ability is availability. And Tua, yours has been non-existent over the past few seasons. I need you to do better, brother. Stay healthy. I'm not saying it's your fault because it's the NFL and things happen, but hey, just because your situation is unfortunate or not at the hands of yourself doesn't mean it's not a situation that needs attention. So Tua Tagovailoa is second. 3, this one might be a bit of a hot take. My man KB told me, hey, OG, this one might be a little bit of a hot take, brother. I don't know if you should say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Number 3 is Caleb Williams. Listen, I live in Chicago. There are a lot of Bears fans scratching their heads saying, man, listen, did we take the wrong guy? And I don't even think it's about Caleb. I just think it's about the guys around Caleb. They've all had some sort of success last year. The Patrick Mahomes thing will always haunt Chicago for the rest of their existence. They could have had Patrick Mahomes and chose Mitch Trubisky. We get all of that. But then you get the number 1 pick and you choose a guy that was supposed to be a generational talent. He had a solid year last year to his standards, in my opinion. But the Bears look lackluster, mediocre. Then we come out here and he's not playing. He's not playing in the preseason. He should be playing every single game in the preseason. I don't understand why organizations have young talent and they not playing as much preseason football as possible. Damn injuries. It's the NFL. Injuries is going to happen regardless. No way in hell Caleb Williams should be held out of the preseason. But I'm going to keep it a buck. Don't let Jaden Daniels come out here. J.J. McCarthy come out here. They've been ranting and raving about Drake May all training camp. Bo Nix looks like the reincarnated version of Drew Brees. Don't let these guys come out here and have a better season than Caleb Williams this year, and the Bears not meet the expectations that they have for themselves. It's going to be an issue, and I'm not saying he's on the hot seat. Once again, that's not what this is about. But this is to shut the mouths of the haters and close and shut out all of the rumblings that's been going on I've been hearing in Chicago. I'm telling you, you let Jaden Daniels came in here and took his team to the NFC Championship game. Caleb, you ain't got no excuse, big dog. I don't want to hear that. Do better. Number 4, Trevor Lawrence. This is a guy that people seem to want to give chances on chances on chances to. Trevor Lawrence, he wasn't dealt a fair shake. He wasn't given a fair opportunity. He had this, the pass catchers and that, and he's had enough. Listen, he's had enough. Show me something. You went to the playoffs and threw 6 interceptions and still won the game. I think that was less about you and more about the opposing team, right? Trevor Lawrence is Gabricio. I'm sorry. And I think this season, with the emergence of Brian Thomas Jr., they got 2 good running backs in the backfield. They drafted a guy in the top 3 in Travis Hunter, who's a generational talent. I don't think Trevor Lawrence has any more excuses left in his back pocket to give us. If he doesn't come out here and take this team to the playoffs or do something special, even if it's on an individual level, he's going to be labeled as Gabricio. Time is running out for you. You want to talk about hot seat? The other guys might not apply to the hot seat. This guy does. Trevor Lawrence, I need you to come out here and be better. And number 5, Justin Fields, right? I was watching a TikTok live earlier today, and Justin Fields' name came up. And the guy was just dogging Justin Fields. Man, he's trash. He's a garbage passer. I don't have no faith in his Jets offense. People trying to make cases for him being back with G5 and, you know, how they played together in college and they were studs together in college. What's going to be the difference between that and the NFL? And this guy was just killing Justin Fields. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, he might be on to something. You know, I hit my man KB line and told him, hey, throw me a couple of guys that you think got to do something next year or people going to start looking at him sideways. Justin Fields is one of the first names he mentioned. This is your 3rd team, right? You started off 4-1 with the Steelers last year. They gave you a boot for a quarterback that's twice your age and then got rid of both of y'all in the offseason. Said, damn that with both of y'all. You signed with the Jets for a whip and a chain. They barely paid you. So now you have another opportunity to show what you can do in a Jets uniform. You got 2 good running backs in the backfield, a great offensive line, a great defense. You got your college teammate, Justin Fields. You have no excuses for why you should not show out this season. Everybody's been posting these highlights and these clips, you being garbage in practice. I don't want to see that because I rock with Justin Fields. He was one of my favorite players coming out of college. I love me some Justin Fields. But again, I need you to show me something this year, though. Because if you don't, your ass might be if you come out here and you lay an egg with these Jets, and you don't show any type of promise or something that they feel like they can build off of at the quarterback position, I wouldn't be surprised if this is your last season as a starter. You become a career backup after this. Even though you did good in Pittsburgh, I feel like Justin Fields, for all the wrong reasons, is on a very, very short leash with the NFL. And it may not even be all his fault. I just feel like if he don't come out here and at least show some type of promise or something that the Jets feel like they can build off of, he's going to be a career backup, and this probably be his last contract, like serviceable contract that he's probably going to get in his career. But, yeah, so I'm having fun, man. You know, it feels good to be back. You know, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that sub button. Also, drop a like on the content, and while you at it, check out these 2 videos you see on the screen. OG out.